Good morning, everyone. This is Becky here at Aunt Beck's Creations, and I'm just doing an unlisted video to announce the first stitch for our Crochet-A-Long that I announced kind of yesterday in my thrift haul because I'm going to use thrifted yarns to do this project. And so let's talk about the tutorial, which is going to be the linen or the moss stitch. It's really quite simple. You do a chain and then it's single crochets and chains. That's it. Single crochets and chains. And this tutorial comes from Bella Coco, and she has like a monthly yarn box that you can purchase. I am not sponsored by her in any way. I just love her tutorials. Most of her stitches, she will offer a right-handed version and a left-handed version. This one I could not find a direct tutorial video for left-handed, but she does in her left-handed playlist. She has the moss stitch as a border. So if you need to see moss stitch being done from the left-handed side, I would suggest watching that video for the border, but just do a straight stitch across. You know what I'm saying? Do your stitches across. And don't worry with the turn. Just do this. If you watch it for the border, I mean, she's going to give you a long side and then show you how to turn a corner. But for our particular thing, we're just going to do rows back and forth, back and forth. And I started with a chain of 132 chains. And then I started her tutorial. Well, she starts with a chain for this one. And this one is called the linen or the moss stitch. And it looks like this. And I know black is very hard to see, but this is the first thrifted yarn that I had to work with. This is a chain row and then 3 rows of the actual moss or linen stitch. And it looks like that. And it's really hard to see on black. So next week's stitch, I'm going to switch to a color that's easier for you to see. But Bella Coco's tutorial is really, really good, you guys. She uses a yarn. You can see she uses pink on this particular video. Links to both the tutorial video for the moss or the linen stitch are in the description box below, as well as a link to the left-handed linen or moss stitch border for those that need to see this stitch done from the left-handed perspective. I have started a section in my crochet journal for this, the 2022 Crochet-A-Long. And I would suggest you do this as well. If you want to, you could have a record of the stitches we did each week so you could see if maybe we repeat a stitch or not. That's why I'm keeping it. I would like to do 3 rows of a different stitch each week. And so I've already done my 3 rows for the linen and moss stitch. And I just wanted to kind of show you, it's not going to be a very big blanket. This is 132 chain. And I should tell you what hook I'm using and the weight of yarn. The weight of yarn is a medium. And if you look on yarn balls, you'll see this little skeiny yarn with a number 4 in it. That's the weight yarn I'm using. I'm also using a 5mm or an H or an 8, whichever crochet hook size you go by. She is in the UK, I believe. So she will say UK double crochet, but it's US single crochet. So if that confuses you, I think that's the only stitch they call slightly, no, because our double crochet is different. So you have to know the difference between a US single crochet and a UK double crochet because they're the same. But our double crochet is not a UK double crochet. So we'll get this worked out. If you have any questions, you can either put them down below, or we could bring her in on all of this and give her some questions because it is her tutorial that we are following. And I am just randomly picking tutorials. I haven't asked anybody about this. I am providing links, and I'm sure that she is so awesome that I am sure she will answer any questions you may have. But if I can help in any way, I will. And this is another one of those things that we're learning together. So I am not going to teach this. That's why I'm providing the tutorial links. But I just thought it would be a fun project to work together. And we'd have a little blanket. Maybe we could keep this in the car for when we're traveling and need to take a nap, because I think this would be the perfect car width. So that is the stitch for this week. And thank you for watching. If this is the first time you've come here, welcome. This is the first time I've done a crochet along. And I will take suggestions for stitches that you would like to learn in crochet, not knitting. I don't knit. Put them in the discussion box down there, and we'll talk about it. And maybe I'll write them down on a separate piece of paper and look them up to add to our list of stitches to do. So leave a comment, like, share, subscribe, please, if you're interested in playing along for this year. Have a great new year, guys. Bye.